The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united.
Good morning. I want to welcome everyone to this press conference in Atlanta, Georgia, which is a part of a day of global press conferences taking place all over the world. The 2008 Decentralized World Social Forum in 100 places across the globe. There are people standing just as we are before the press to talk about what's happening in the real lives of real people. As we stand here on the eve of what is looking like an international collapse of the capital market, we want to declare that there are people all over the world who are saying that there must be real, true, and abiding change in the world. We want to thank the press for coming today. We appreciate your presence, and we know that you're going to help us spread this story of change that is not only sweeping across the United States, but is sweeping across the globe. So to begin this press conference, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. I'm going to bring forth Sandra Robertson, who is with the Georgia Citizens Coalition on Hunger. This is the group that for 40 years has presented the Poor People's Day and Economic Justice Council in Atlanta, and on January 26th we'll be hosting the Poor People's Caravan and Assembly.
I said good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to be with everyone this morning to really talk about this unique opportunity that we have to really connect with peoples all over the world. Most of my work is done in the confines of the state of Georgia. And I just want to give you a brief look at what some of the serious conditions are in the state of Georgia. Right now we're having major struggles in Georgia with one of our premier hospitals where Grady Hospital is being challenged and literally being threatened with cutting back massively the services that currently are offered to millions of Georgia citizens across the region. The welfare system in Georgia is in chaos. Welfare system is not providing welfare for working people struggling to make ends meet, but still provide lots of corporate welfare for those who are seeking to glean the resources of the citizens of this state for their own profit-making purposes. We are living in some horrific times, and I see the decline of the economic security of working people in every sector of our state. We travel the breadth of the state, and it's really horrific. Just the other day, we had a family, we've had many families come through our office at the Georgia Citizens Coalition on Hunger, but we have a family that's living in their automobiles, and they don't have enough gas even to transport themselves. So they're coming looking for help just to be able to keep themselves warm and keep themselves viable and active as they seek employment, as they seek services to help them get back on their feet. This is happening across the United States. This is not just a Georgia problem. It is a national problem, and I suspect that if we really talk with peoples of the world, it's an international problem. And it's time that we stand, and we stand tall, and we speak loud, and we begin to act up and act out. Just the other night I was looking at the movie Sicko, and it was my second time looking at it, but this second time around there was a gentleman who said, you know, he was in France, and they were talking about universal health care. Universal single-payer health care, something that our political leadership is failing to talk about. They talk about universal but not single-payer. But he said the reason why Europeans, and particularly the French, were able to get what they wanted is because their government is afraid of the people, because the people will stand up and act up when they sense that their human rights and their dignity is being taken away from them. And he said, but in the United States of America, the people are afraid of their government. And so on January the 26th, Saturday, January the 26th, the people of Georgia and people all over the world and across this country have an opportunity to stand with millions of other people across the globe to say, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that we are going to demand that we get our just due, and we are not going to be fearful. We're going to be strong, and we're going to be steady at seeking justice, economic justice, political justice, social justice, cultural justice for all the people of the world. And so on this 26th, we'll be standing in Georgia, won't we? We'll be standing in Georgia, and we will make our stand loud and clear. And we ask that anyone that may be listening to this broadcast, that you come out on Saturday, January 26th, meet us at the IBEW building at 501 Pulliam Street. At 11 o'clock a.m., we will kick off our moving demonstration, our caravan, and we're going to have a good time, but we're going to have a serious time talking about how we're going to change the world, because we believe another world is possible.
United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.